Okay guys, we have here another camera to review. I don't even know who it's from because it don't actually say until I open it up. So this must be our manual or paperwork. In here it looks like we have a power cable. So we plug it into 110 and then we have the power socket there. Over here we have a network cable and a power cable extension cord. So that's nice, you can set it further. And with this extension, there's our network cable right there. And then we have these funny looking antennas, but you can see how they screw on right here, and they tilt. Pretty cool. So we'll take this out of here. This is the camera itself. This looks like a mount. And the camera itself, which is actually a pretty good sized camera. You can see this dual lens set up here. It's got some film over it right now, but you see this dual lens. So you got one aiming this way and one aiming the other direction. Pretty cool. I actually have it upside down. Right here is a 1/4 inch mount. So you mount the unit. Oh, I'm sorry. So it has a 1/4 inch mount on top and it has a 1/4 inch mount on bottom. Take these two screws out, and here will be our reset button and where we will put in our micro SD card. I have a 32 gigabyte micro SD card that I'm going to put in it. Here's our mount, another piece of our mount. And we have the camera unit itself. It even comes with a Phillips screwdriver and some screws. So here is our antennas, which will screw onto each side right here. And then point them up like this. Get them where they're tied anyway. Like so. This one will go on this side. Like so. There we have the antennas mounted, and obviously the mount for it, like I said, which is right here, can be mounted on top or the bottom if you want to mount it upside down from the top direction, or if you want to mount it from the bottom direction. This is a pivot right here, so it pivots like this, and we can mount it from either location depending on where you want it. You can see the LEDs around here. It looks like there's some white LEDs and there's some infrared LEDs both. So we'll light it up, or it will use just infrared only. On this end of the cable, we have our local area network cable. We can plug in our Ethernet right there. And then right here we have our power cable. Looks like they plug in as kind of a watertight connection maybe, the way this twist locks on. So we have a quick start guide, and we have a waterproof lid installation guide. So this camera here can be used as Wi-Fi, or it can be used with the Ethernet cable, either one, and it is powered by the 12-volt adapter. It says here in the manual, the infrared night vision is up to 30 meters, 95 feet. Spotlight, there's 6 spotlights, obviously, 3.5 watt, 6500K. And then the angle of the view, horizontal is 150 degrees, vertical is 44 degrees. It also says for the Wi-Fi, this thing does operate off 2.4 gigahertz or the 5 gigahertz, so which is really nice. Most of them are just 2.4. This one will operate off 5 gigahertz. So what this thing is here, I thought it was a mount, but what this is actually a thing for your Ethernet cable, because you don't want your Ethernet cable getting moisture in it if it's mounted outside. And this is a waterproof cover. Shows you in the little waterproof booklet here for the cover, and shows you how to install it onto this cable and to your Ethernet cable. Okay, so we're going to flip this unit over and install a micro SD card in here. I did not see in the book what size micro SD card, but I'm sure it's surely in there. But what we're going to install right now is a 32 gigabyte because that's what I have available. Take that off. Insert our micro SD card. We'll put our cover back on. And we will take the power brick, plug it in the wall, plug it in here, and power it up. We'll plug it right into here. Should automatically come on. Oop, I heard it click. Okay, so we do need to download the app for it, and looks like they supplied us with a QR code to go to the App Store and get it. So we download the Reolink app link by the QR code right here. Okay, now we will open the app. We got to connect the device, so we'll click the plus right here. Okay, we got to scan the QR code on the device. Right. Here is the QR code. Got it right there. And we want a Wi-Fi connection. Okay, now it says we're going to have to scan the code on the front with the camera, like so. Connecting your device. So, okay, after it connects, we pop up to this screen. It shows cloud. I'm sure you can buy cloud storage. I'm not using cloud storage, but we can check the camera right here. And you can see it actually showing this camera right here and this camera over here. So it's actually showing two cameras on the screen. If we click on this here, we can actually hit record or do a screenshot. We click on this here, we can view the full screen, looks like. It's super, super wide angle. We'll go back. So we need to take this outside so we can actually see what it actually looks like outside. I think it's going to be a pretty cool unit the way that's designed with the two cameras. Even inside, it would be pretty neat. So if we want to play back any of the videos recorded, we can click on this playback. It shows us the dates. And when there's videos recorded here, we can select on them and do the playback. Or we can go to it just like this, open our app up when we're gone somewhere and view each camera live. It's one camera unit, but it actually has two cameras on it. So it has two different angles at one time in one unit, which is really a nice setup. Take this down, we go into settings right here and see what the settings are. Of course, there's our network setting, which I've got it connected to Woodzman. The display, camera 1, camera 2. So we can set different settings for each camera, which is 60 hertz and eye flicker is what we want. The difference in quality for each camera. I can see here the resolution, 2560 by 1440, 1080p. I think I actually would run mine on 1080p, and 25 frames per second looks good. You can even select your bit rate down here. 5120 is the default. So we'll save. Go back out of here, go to camera 2. So in here we can set push notifications, email alerts, the siren sound, whether it comes on or not, or we can share the camera. Advanced settings are in here. This here will turn on the lights on the front of it, as you can see. Okay, so we need to take this thing outside and see what it looks like. Okay, I have my camera set up outside, already detecting me walking in front of the camera. One of the cameras, I go over here, it will be on the other camera, so if I switch over here, shows me on this camera. Switch back. Now I'm not. So I'll have to go on to the other camera, which is over here. That's actually a pretty good response because it's right when I got in front of the camera. So it's actually pretty fast. I should be able to get back this way and be on both cameras, I would think. Barely. Barely if I do that. Okay, so you can switch from one camera to the other. I can actually switch on this and go to the full screen view like so. And then go to the next camera by sliding to the right. Of course, this video on this phone, the way it transfers, it won't be as good as the actual video that comes off of the camera, off the SD card. You can choose a different layout so you can see both of them at one time like that by clicking this button up here, or the single mode. This turns the sound on and off. Alright guys, so I will post a link below where you can check this out. Thank you guys for watching. Click the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Catch you on the next one. Right on.